Alright then, time to finish off this game. I'm really excited. We started it yesterday, and today we're going to finish it off. So yeah, let's go ahead and carry on at 10 PM. Okay. Let's see, what's the tip when I say? Wonder who's in the pub?
Tell him about Simon.
I really don't think it's my place, darling.
It is your place here.
I just don't want to tell tales.
Tell him about Simon. You know what happens when you don't do as I say.
So it's going to be that kind of evening, is it?
If you play the cards right.
Right.
Only if you deal.
I can what?
Problems?
Oh
Hello,
dear.
Inspector. See you later.
So, I've been sort of watching the odd interview and thing here and there, trying to avoid spoilers, obviously. And I suppose I should preface this. Last night, I was watching a Let's Play of this game, and I will preface, I was planning to watch up until, where we got to last night. But I fell asleep watching it in the playlist, and I woke up, and it was on the final episode, and it reminded me, there was a bit mentioned, and it reminded me, and I was like, shit. I turned it straight off as soon as I realised what was on. But I have been slightly reminded of something. Also, yeah, I was watching an interview with the devs. I avoided, again, the spoiler segment of this interview. And they talked about this scene. And they talked about why it was one of the most, cursed scenes they filmed. So, basically, TLDR, they were filming at this pub, right? And there was a wake at the pub after, but it was supposed to be starting after they'd finished filming, but they were doing the filming first. So what ended up happening was a bunch of all these people who had turned up for this wake, well, they're still filming, and they're like, okay, we need to get this done. Now, what they thought, the guy playing Simon, who was sort of, not Simon, the guy playing, what's his name, the younger Atlas guy, he sort of in charge of the casting and all that sort of stuff, from what I gathered from the interview. He went outside because he just thought it was like a function. He didn't realise it was a wake. And he's like, he comes out, he greets people. He's like, hello everyone, how is everyone doing? Come inside, come inside. Thinking they could, just be in the background. It's like, just stand over there. But then they found out afterwards that it was for a fucking wake. So they're like, okay, we need to get this scene done quickly. So they just improvised the slap, apparently. And yeah, it works well. Anyway, let's press the bell.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Or do we need to press the bell? Maybe not.
Back later?
What's the hint now? What did Ryan take from the cupboard? That's an interesting question. Let's go to the restaurant. Oh, we can search. So yeah, imagine how mortified you'd be if you actually done that. Oh, it's prescription. And then, time to go and ask people about the prescription, I guess. Return to the bar. Let's ding the bell.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
The cupboard downstairs, there's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is there?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers. The chemist always gives us too many. He's a friend of the family.
That's an interesting thing, okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Let's time to visit the lodge again. You also haven't asked Ryan about Rebecca's prescriptions. Alright then. Where's the map? Let's fly over to Alice real quick and we can ask him about Rebecca's prescription. Go into the atrium. Go to the lounge.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
It's a really
Do you
good
know what the medicine
game.
in the cupboard at the pub is for?
You'd better ask Rebecca about that. I'm not exactly sure what's in there. She tends to keep her wares under lock and key.
If you've ever seen At Dead of
Our
Night,
night was quite a surprise.
they've this is made by the same people that made At Dead of Night. Also, this game, I realised today, I was telling Jinx, it's nearly 10 years old. Made me feel old. Alright, let's go back to Eden Lodge. Oh. Simon's coming home.
Bit
What did
careless,
he
Simon.
drop?
Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get.
Indeed. What did he drop? Well, I remember this game had a very twisty ending, so I'm curious to see what we've got in store. Okay, he dropped a key ring, and a business card for Aztec. You've never seen? It's
Few more
really
questions,
good.
please. Thank you.
I think you dropped this outside. Someone you know.
Oh, this is just from some IT guy in there. I don't need it.
Fair enough. I noticed some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. What is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah. That's just a pin for something. It's okay. I can remember it.
So not an offshore savings account or anything.
No. It's not important.
Interesting. You seem very shifty there when they respond about
Is
that.
this yours?
Yeah. That's from my keys. Where did you find that?
Just outside.
Right. Oh, it must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off. He was borrowing my car.
That's very trusting.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am a bit too trusting, really. It's a new
I'm
car as
noticing that
well.
about you, Simon. Let's go speak
Okay,
to
that's it
Rebecca.
for now.
Oh, not
Thank
Rebecca,
you.
Emma. I feel really bad for Emma. She really
Have you
seems like
seen
she's
this
being
before?
manipulated in this game.
Nope. Sorry, never heard of him.
And the keyring.
What do you know about this?
This is Simon's. I bought this for him when we were on holiday. Has he lost it?
He dropped it.
He can't keep anything.
They're both very fucking be giving these
Thank
things
you.
back to us.
Probably be back later.
Alright, now, is sister, can we show Rebecca those things? I'm curious. I'm assuming not, but let's just check. If you guys, by the way, if you guys want to catch up on this, then there are the VODs on the VODs channel.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. Also, I apologise for the glitches. We've tried
Have
to
you seen
fix
this
them,
before?
but
No.
we've got them to a minimum. Okay, so neither of them
Thank
have
you.
seen that
Probably
before.
be back later.
Let's go. Well, hang on. What did the hint say? What's that? A pin number on the back business card. Just call the chief for an update. Things that we haven't asked James, Ryan, and Paul about yet. Okay, well we can do that then. Let's go see James really quickly. Hello.
Just a few more
Back again.
questions, if you don't mind.
Ask you about the Aztec card.
Recognise this at all?
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Does he live locally?
I think so.
Okay. Drop
Seen this
Kieran.
Don't think so.
I don't think you would have.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I don't know why it keeps. It seems to be the glitches are more noticeable when the footage is darker. Right. We'll head up West Street. We'll go into Brandon House.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Would he not? Okay.
Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Sorry, never heard of him. We have some prisoner sort who does our IT. Large guy. No manners.
Seen this before anywhere?
No.
He really is our Moriarty
later on,
to
if that's
Jenks'
okay.
Sherlock. Hey, Paul just literally gives the most straight answers possible. Let's go speak to Ryan and then we'll call the chief. Wait, no, hang on, map. Atlas. There was actually a speedrun for this game. I think the record's like 44 minutes.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Ask about
Have you
the
seen
medal.
this before?
No, sorry.
The business card.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap. Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though. It's like a double act, doesn't it?
The more I talk to you, the more I like you less.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, let's go call the chief for an update.
Carry on, Jenks.
Not much else has happened, except I found out that Simon Thompson owns a car which he lends out to friends, apparently.
We knew that.
Announced it.
That's what I thought.
Anything else?
I'm afraid that's all I've got at the moment.
Well, keep going, Jenks. Go and quiz Thompson about that car, will you?
Will do, Chief.
Aye.
We'll go to Eden Lodge then, I guess, and talk to Simon about the car.
A few more questions, please.
Hang on a minute. There wasn't there something like up here about his bike? Bike is the only way Simon can get to work. Owns a new car. Hey!
So the bike's the only way you can get to work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
No, I can't drive the car yet, can I? I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance payout. Just figured I'd buy something sensible with it straight away instead of wasting the money.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop. It got stolen down at Atlas.
At Atlas?
Well, they didn't break in. I think they just walked in and took it. The laptop was in a storeroom, but I think the lock was broken, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like they're taking their security very seriously.
Actually, it got a lot better after that.
Think I'll check it anyway.
Must have been a very nice laptop to
Interesting.
be able to buy a car with the insurance.
Yeah.
Or a very cheap car. Might have to have a talk with Ryan about his security measures.
Indeed.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Let's go up to... I'm assuming that that's a thing now. We
Ask
can
you
go
a
speak
couple
to
more
people.
things, please.
Yep.
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
I
yeah,
assume
because
so.
it had all my college work on it, which
Oh.
I hadn't backed up or saved.
Oh.
Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one. And Simon uses it now. When I let him.
Emma's like, she's been through the shit.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Like, she's been, like, yeah, she had an affair with Ryan, but I don't feel like that was overtly, like, I feel like she was kind of somewhat manipulated into that, and, like, she's really worried that she was responsible for Liam's death, and, well, yeah, I don't think what she said helped. I don't think it was the causing factor, plus, she was kind of, again, manipulated into saying that. You could tell she not only didn't really want to say it at the time, but also feels bad about it now. A lot's been happening. It's a very deep game, this one. There's a lot of interesting themes. Right, let me go talk about James and talk to James about Simon's laptop. Hello
A
again.
few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, no, you don't want to talk to me about the laptop.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to see Paul then. I doubt Paul's going to know anything about the laptop either, but I like talking to Paul. Even though I'm fairly certain Paul's like the bad guy. I just like how
A few
straight
more
he is.
questions, if you don't mind. And what do you know about Simon's laptop being stolen from Atlas?
Oh, no, I wasn't happy about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV system at twice the price that it would probably have cost. Seemed to do the trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I really like him though. He's got a very like Snape voice about him. Like he's very Alan Rickman-esque. Right, let's ask Rebecca about Simon's stolen laptop because she might know some information. Hello.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
No, you
okay,
don't have a clue.
That's it for now. Thank you.
From what I keep pressing that button. I don't mean to. From what I know, he is actually a somewhat famous actor. that he is the guest star for this game. The big booking, basically. Okay. Hello, Simon.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Oh, he's really good. I love how straight he was when we first met him.
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. It was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch anyone. We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just wandered along the lanes, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes.
Why did he leave it at Atlas
That's
then?
why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too careful these days, Inspector.
Yeah, it's true. Now, why wasn't it at Atlas? Why wasn't it with him at home?
Probably be back later.
Okay, I think now we got the chief, right? Also, yeah, this keeps popping up. What's that PIN number on that business card? Maybe, but where do we use the PIN number? Is there an ATM anywhere? That's a post office. Hang on a minute. Is there somewhere where maybe we could use this? Is there an ATM anywhere? I don't feel like there is. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know, let's go call the chief. Oh yeah, everyone's suspicious. But of anyone, I don't think it's Emma.
Any news, Jenks?
Made a bit of a discovery at the pub, Chief. Apparently Rebecca takes what I think is a morphine derivative. She had some on prescription in a cupboard at the pub.
Hang on a minute.
Well, I couldn't make her out, to be honest, but
Didn't
she didn't admit it was morphine.
Kate have morphine in her body when she died? Didn't they find it from the top screening?
We'll check it out and get back to me, will you?
Certainly will. Speak later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Interesting. Nowhere. Was that a PIN number on the business card? It probably was. But how do we pursue that? Is there am I being stupid? Is there somewhere we can use that PIN number? Oh, I'm thinking of like a bank card PIN number, but no, it's probably another kind of PIN number. Let's have a look up here. Oh, there's something we can look at up here. Improve your spiritual, intellectual, financial life.
Isn't that interesting?
Okay. Is that anything we can talk to people about, or no? No, that's not a thing. Okay. A post? It could be a post office pin. What's down here? Oh, just the thing. Let's go into the village again. I don't think we can go to the post office. I don't know. Oh, now I'm trying to remember because I feel like we've seen a lock somewhere. I just can't remember where. Hang on. Oh, we can't, okay, so we can't go back in there. Okay. Huh. Is there anything behind... If anything, there's probably something... Maybe Atlas? Can I use... it here? No, okay. What about down here? I doubt it, but we can try. Yeah, no. Maybe this isn't what we use here. Into the atrium? In the door on the right? Yeah, no. Okay. Where could we use it then? Maybe back at Eden Lodge for something? Go left to Eden Lodge. Hang on. No, okay. Huh. Let's go into the wood and see if we can find anything to use it on. I feel like I'm being... What's that? A pin number on that business? Oh, I wonder maybe... Behind the pub? Is that somewhere I haven't checked, have I? Let's check behind the pub real quick. We've already been in here, haven't we? Can I use the... No. And where the heck are we supposed to... I doubt there's anything... Let me check around the farm. There might be something in the farm that we need to investigate. Let's go upstairs. I vaguely remember finding a padlock, I just don't remember where. Does anyone remember that was here yesterday? Does anyone have any ideas? Because I think this is the point of progression. Yeah, it's gotta be some sort of lock. I just don't know. I don't think it's anything to do with Brandon House. Let's go. We can't do anything with her house. I've forgotten her name. What about in the pub? Oh, that's just where what's his face is? Not Paul. Ryan is. Okay, we can't use... I don't know the way it says sorry as well, it's so British. I don't know. Is there a line of inquiry we need to take with someone maybe? Let's go back and speak to Simon a bit more about that card. If I don't know, maybe there's something else we can speak to him about that I've just missed.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
No, okay.
Thank
Emma?
you. Probably be back later. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I lost? I'm not entirely sure. Simon's a student who is taking part in the Atlas course. Let me go outside for a second. Oh, I literally just cannot. I don't even have the option to use it here. Go back in the woods a bit. No, there's literally no option. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, okay, I guess we're going back into Atlas. Let me see. Have I tried using it here? No, I literally can't. Has the game stopped letting me use it? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, so I could use it there. We've only ever known him in that place, so... I doubt it. Let's try it here. No. Huh. I feel like we've literally checked everywhere at this point. I feel a little bit unsure about where to go now. Yeah? Was that a pin number on the business card? It might have been. Alright, hang on. We're gonna consult the guide. And I'm just very confused of where we're supposed to go. Okay. Oh, apparently there's a contradiction with Rebecca to do. Alright then, we'll go back to the pub then. Yeah, that's
Just
true.
a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, so I mean, I'll just do it because I've just seen this one. She says here that she doesn't take any drugs and she has Rebecca's painkillers.
Aha.
So, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Well, they're not actually for me, they're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name. He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't he?
He doesn't have it badly, but he does need medication from time to time.
Yeah, you're fine.
I can tell you.
You've
to
never
be
played
honest,
this game
Ryan
before,
will
so
know.
we're thinking together.
So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions. I think I might have a word with him and work out exactly what this medicine is.
Up to Agnes then. Behind the lounge door.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Ryan's arthritis.
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes, I'm old before my time.
It's very unlucky to have it so young.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector, and sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
What do you take for it?
I get a prescription painkiller.
How often do you need that?
Not often, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home. It's not a problem.
Yeah, they're in her name, not his. So maybe that's another
Be
contradiction.
back later on, if that's okay.
Let me get Wiz back over to the pub, and I want to ask about the painkillers. Oh, so hang on. Simon, Paul, and Emma. Let me ask Rebecca about that, because
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
oh, okay. Let me have a look. Rebecca's prescriptions. So okay, that's what we got from doing that.
Be
Okay.
back later.
So who do we need to show this to? Simon, Emma, and Paul. Alright, we'll start with Paul because he's like right down the road, and then we'll whiz over there. No! When I shout, I get like my voice gets so high pitched. Lovely to see you, hon. How are you doing? Why are you up so late? I'm glad you're here,
Questions,
but why are you
please.
up so late?
When did Ryan begin to suffer from
Sorry.
arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has
Calandra! Oh my god,
because his
everyone's
GP
popping in.
is
Calandra,
almost
how are
as
you doing?
dysfunctional as
Also,
he
happy
is.
very belated
Keeps
birthday.
prescribing it for him.
I kept forgetting
So
to
you don't
message,
believe
and I'm
he
really
really
sorry,
has
but
arthritis?
Not at all.
yeah, lovely to see you, my friend. This game just categorically is great. Also, I kind of missed what he said, so let me
When did
replay that.
Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is
Yes,
a
you are, Chef.
pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back.
He's very Alan
sometime
Rickman
last
Snape.
year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Yeah, Paul's actor is amazing. Okay, then we need to go and ask them at Eden Lodge about the, oh shit. about the drugs. Not the drugs, about the arthritis.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Did you know about Ryan Rand's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Exactly, he doesn't.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
According to...
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Interesting.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
What does the hint tell me now? She called the chief for an update. Okay. Over to the post office then. Ah. Whoa, what's happening with his finger?
Yes, Chief, afraid so.
What's happening?
More news. Apparently the prescription I found does belong to Ryan. It's for his arthritis.
Arthritis? Ryan? Has he told you this, or...?
He explained it, yeah. It seemed genuine enough. Although it's impossible to tell with Ryan.
Well, keep at him. You need to find out who's taking it, when they're taking it, and where they're taking it. You're getting closer though, Jenks. Keep it up.
Thanks, Chief.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, now what? Still about that fucking business card. Okay. Oh, okay, now it's telling me about Simon's contradiction. Which we've already done. Go to Ryan and show him your new evidence. There's a Ryan contradiction. Okay. We'll whiz over there and ask Ryan about that then.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
You've got work tomorrow and you're still up, huh? Okay. Huh. What's the I'm assuming the contradiction has something to do with his new stuff. Keeps painkillers at work and home. Takes prescription for his painkillers for his arthritis. Not to take him from storeroom. Storeroom isn't particularly secure. Well, it's not exactly a storeroom, is it? Advises students to keep valuables with them. It's never seen the keyring. It's never heard of the OT consultant. Contents of the cupboard belong to Rebecca. Maybe? No. What's arthritis in his hands? Maybe? Huh. What about the other one that was to do with drugs? The salvia derivum. Doesn't keep any medicines on site. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Got your ass.
So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas?
No.
Except your prescription painkillers?
Well, these are not available to the students.
But they are kept on site?
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely sure.
And what are the painkillers, Ryan?
Jada! Everyone's showing up
Just
today.
painkillers. Normal
How are you doing, huh?
Paracetamol, codeine, morphine.
Well, all right, they're morphine tablets, yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom?
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Sure about that?
Yes.
So it is morphine Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together. Now I just have to work out how Kate got hold of it. If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course.
Interesting.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay. Now what? Call the chief for an update. Okay. Meow. Yeah, she had morphine in her system from the tox screening. We found that out. Ring ring.
Go on, Jenks.
Chief, Ryan's taking morphine for his arthritis.
I'm doing good, thank you, Peter.
Under lock and key, so he says. Insisted nobody could have had access to it.
Well, we know that's a load of rubbish, don't we? You're on to it, Jenks. Which means all you have to do is keep the pressure up. Cracking.
You okay, Chief?
Gotta go. Bye-bye.
Okay, now what? It's still telling me about the fucking PIN number. Okay. That's not. I'm now seeing there's another. I'm like sort of scrolling down on the guide, but like not trying to read too much. It's telling me there's another contradiction apparently. So let's go and have a little look at what he told.
Questions, if you don't mind.
Told us about this. But oh, good thinking, forgetful. I'm sure that's probably where that's going to come into play. Keeps the morphine in a secure locked room. Atlas takes morphine for separators. Hang on a minute. Didn't he say about like the stolen laptop? Storeroom isn't particularly secure. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, Ryan.
So the storeroom isn't particularly secure, yet you keep your morphine tablets in there. I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could, quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different storeroom. I keep them in there.
Okay. So where was it locked up?
It's upstairs. It's got a combination lock on it. Nobody could have access to it except me and Dad. Nobody.
I might have a look at that if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
Well, I think I know.
Room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is.
Well, I think that maybe this is gonna be it. 1905.
Welcome to the mirror room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past.
Yeah, this is becoming more cult-like the more we go on.
I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go and ask everyone about the mirror room. Wait, hang on, no, let's just all head out. Very, very interesting. Try the lounge door.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Can you tell me what you know
Oh,
about
God.
the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at
I wish I
yourself,
could, show. I wish I
until
could.
you start seeing yourself as others do. And you don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
So why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful.
Yeah.
Some don't.
Interesting. Okay, let's go and ask everyone else about the mirror room. We'll work our way this way. I'm assuming that James isn't gonna know because James has kind of gone a bit cold with a lot of the Atlas stuff because he's never been to Atlas.
A few more questions,
Yeah.
please. Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly, I don't think so. Well, I wanted to check. I think there's quite a big... I think there's a lot of people involved in Kate's death. I think this is quite a conceded affair.
The room with the mirrors at Atlas. The one with the combination lock.
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
And not in theory.
So how is the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
Ha ha ha
What
ha.
about the CD?
That helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
Interesting.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay. Let's now go to see Rebecca. Let's care about the mirror room and then we can go and ask the lovely Simon and Emma about the mirror room. I'm really hoping Emma doesn't get involved in this, like maliciously, because I'm quite liking Emma, and I kind of want to, you know, protect her. She's suffered
Off
a
the
lot.
top of my head, no, I think that's a question for Ryan.
Interesting.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Round 2, Eden Lodge. We'll check with Emma first.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
That response was a little bit suspect. Rebecca? Not Rebecca, fucking hell. Emma, there's too many names. Alright, Simon.
Know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then, when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination?
No.
Hang on a minute. Doesn't know the combination for the mirror room. Wrote his pin on the back of the card.
Aha. So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon. You wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Oh.
Yes, okay.
Oh dear.
We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried some morphine.
What do you mean trying to outdo each other?
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself.
Oh, the more I hear about this course, the more I don't like it.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. So
11
So
o'clock.
that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
I haven't searched the woods in a while. Okay. Hint taken. Let's go up to the woods. It's getting really dark now. It's very foreboding. Okay, keep an eye out for the magnifying glass. Oh shit, no. Either way, it's called Woods Lane. It's like, wow, such an imaginative name. Onto the jetty. It's really pretty. Again, I do love the way that people are just standing over here. Like, obviously, they weren't like, you know, hiring out the woods. If that was something you could do. The view is so nice. Right, let's go this way. Go right into the clearing. Oh, okay, cutscene.
Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
Oh god! Oh god! Blood warning, I guess. Blood warning, blood warning, blood warning.
Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test. I thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out, Inspector Jenks.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Don't make any rash commitments.
Oh. Oh, suspect. Alright then. That was, oh, keys.
Well, well. You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
Interesting.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand?
Yeah.
I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
A car key fob was found in the woods dropped by Kyle. There's a car behind Ryan, the Rand's house. Is it this one? It seems like it. Nice. So where's that window? Look, there's no window there. This is very suspect. Oh. Random envelope is random. Oh.
Bingo.
It's a check.
Well, Ryan, what have you been up to? Be very interesting.
£500 only. Interesting. I like the way it's like £500, but not £501. Yeah, only £500. You know. Interesting. Okay, can we ask everyone about that? Just Ryan and Paul. Okay. I wonder what James is up to. Okay. We haven't spoken to James about anything for a while, so that has me a little bit concerned. Oh. He's getting a special delivery. Interesting. So we go and ask him about that.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Oh, we can't ask him about that. Okay.
Probably be back later.
There's so much suspicious stuff going on now. It's starting to get to the point where it's like, well, what's the, like, what am I dealing with in terms of like that's actually to do with this, and what's just other people being suspicious on other things.
A few more questions, please. Now, why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a cheque for £500?
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Interesting.
That's it for
Okay,
the
let's
time
go and
being,
ask
thank you.
Ryan. About this. Also, why is he still at work at this late hour? Like, it's 11 o'clock.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
I suppose so.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500?
Only?
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
Interesting,
Thank you.
okay.
Probably be back later.
Yeah, I feel like she was. Let me check the case background info. Oh, it's a black and white picture. Great. They're all black and white pictures. We don't want to see the entire prologue again. Also, 81%. Okay, we're making headway. Now what? What did James put? Where did James put those boxes? Okay, so let's go and investigate. Maybe we can find something around here that I missed. It's got also the lights on now. I just noticed. It only took him till 10 PM to put the lights on in the greenhouse. Nope. In the other greenhouse, maybe. I like the way that door opens. They're Clark's boxes. They're onions?
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's
Oh,
got some
poppy
explaining
pods, I
to do.
guess. Whatever they are, they sound very plastic. Alright. Let's go back down and speak to our dear friend, Mr. James. You've got some explaining to do, sir.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that?
Scout's honour.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You
Very
just
generous
thought
of him.
you'd have a look. No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Oh, dear.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I think it said to call the chief as well, so I guess we'll go and give that a go. Go and give the chief a call. It's getting very dark now.
Got something interesting, Jenks?
Very much so, sir. An interesting discovery in Ryan's car. A cheque for £500 from Ryan made out to Kate.
Blimey, how does he explain that?
He said it was an incentive. Apparently he'd heard she was thinking of leaving the course.
What made her so special that they were willing to pay her to stay?
Just a good student, I suppose.
Nah, doesn't add up. £500 is a lot more than an incentive, Jenks. You can buy questions in Parliament for that kind of money. Sounds pretty desperate. Keep on at Ryan about it. Oh, and get yourself another drink.
Another drink. Thanks, Chief.
I'm having one. Bye.
Okay, what's he now? Means we haven't asked Simon, Emma, Rebecca, right in and Paul about. Alright then, let's start making our way up the street and asking people about stuff we don't know about yet.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Poppy pods.
What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pods?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
I didn't expect him to be
Be
very
back later
forthcoming.
on, if that's okay.
Well, not even not forthcoming, just more like didn't know about them. Okay, let's go to the pub again.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Hello, can I ask you about this? No, interesting.
What do you know about poppy pods?
Go on.
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here?
Not
Oh.
that I remember.
Oh, that felt
Okay,
like
that's
she
it for
wasn't
now.
quite
Thank you.
telling the truth. Let's whiz round to Eden Lodge, and we can ask Emma and Simon about this.
A few more
These,
questions,
they
please.
must be like,
Thank
I
you.
just want to go to bed.
Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. It's okay.
What? It's okay that she doesn't know, or opium's okay?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, let's ask Simon
Odd
about this.
question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Oh.
Where did he get it from?
I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
But I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently. So.
Interesting. Also, there
Thank
feels
you.
like there's
Probably
something
be
there,
back later.
but I'm just gonna go and speak to Ryan first. Whiz through to Atlas. I love having the fast travel in this game. It's so nice. But equally, I like that if there's something in your way, it will still hit you with that event, which I really like.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay, let's ask him about the poppy pods.
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods. Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, he didn't have Simon's.
That's all for the moment.
There was
Thank you.
something about Simon's, like what he said, that kind of made me feel a bit suspect. Like, I feel like there's something in what he said that's lying, so I'm gonna have a quick look.
Just a few more questions, if you
So
don't
what did he
mind.
say? Doesn't know anything about the poppy pods. James once drank opium tea. Are we just... There's a thing about herbal tea somewhere. Simon's... Was it with Simon's homebrew? No. Okay. At some point, he talked about... He talked about some... Let me think, what we got? We've got... Doesn't know anything about poppy pods. James once drank opium tea. Is allergic to opiates. Okay, let's go through the rest. That's right, having medical problems. Where is it? Okay, drug keyring. Empty car. Job business card. Atlas aptitude test. Would it be easy to lie on the form? Simon believed it would be easy to lie on the form. And it's allergic to opiates? No, okay. I thought I was onto something there, but I'm not. Okay. Nice guitar collection. Bag used to mugging. Third eye flyer. Liam's deaths. Let's nah, hang on. No? Damn it, I thought that was it. Oh, morphine's in over here. Simon's... sorry, Ryan's arthritis. Okay. I've tried Selfie a few times. I've never tried any of the hallucinate drug. Yeah, he's going to try to trick him. I feel like I'm missing something here. But he didn't, it was Ryan that was taking them off. Ah, hang on. Where was that information? It was in the, probably in the business card, wouldn't it? Good shout. Oh, okay, it's not there. Then what was the other part of that one? It would have been the mirror room, didn't it? He and Kate took morphine. And is allergic to opiates.
Aha.
Actually, that requires some medical
You
knowledge.
and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Aha! Thank you for the
Well,
help.
no,
I probably wouldn't have picked that up.
Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Go on.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
What candidate?
Prime candidate.
Prime
It
candidate?
means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me, and the other person's the...
Victim?
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing. Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
Because they thought she was the best student.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine. To break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I?
Yeah.
She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear.
Indeed.
Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting
Exactly.
students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
Sadistic is what it is. Alright, let's go and ask Ryan then about what Simon's just told us. this is. I feel like
Ask
we're
about a few more things, please. Now,
heading in the right
tell
direction.
me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector?
That's the job.
Prime candidates are simply the best students, the ones with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job. It's a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime
Sounding more
candidate
like
is?
the slave trade that
Did you ever,
James was
say,
talking
ask
about.
Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives. More than I.
A motive to kill her, do you mean?
Now, that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
he's undoing. I feel like I can see him starting to drop a little bit. Okay, so what do we get? Best students become prime candidates. Prime candidates get a very good job. Students aren't tested. Never asked Simon to test Kate. Simon had been trying to undermine Kate. I'd heard Kate wanted to leave Atlas. No ulterior reason for giving Kate the money. Simon had been trying to undermine Kate? Nah, okay. Is there anything that contradicts prime candidates, maybe from earlier on? Symbol on match represents triple goddess, symbol not used in the course. Black scrying mirror. Hand carving symbols. Phrase about getting rid of guilt. Ryan invented the phrase. Phrase invented with background in psychology. These are show doesn't know about plants, so just Rebecca would know. Salvia Divinorium, will probably pronounce it. It has no interest in drugs, no shooting for drugs, don't allow human medicines on site. How about Liam's suicide? Had met Liam in the pub. Liam seemed happy. Atlas was formerly called Third Eye. Ryan was trying to, but yeah. Atlas was formerly called Third Eye. Third Eye was investigated about Liam's death. Had to pay Liam's parents a settlement fee. James never came to a Third Eye meeting. Never used ECT or machines at Atlas or Third Eye. Double burning ceremonies every few weeks. Students carried adults with them for a month. Claims auto hypnosis is not a major part of the course. Students are coerced or bribed in any. Hang on. Hey, there we go.
So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Assessment?
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
Very much
So
so. I'm
Ryan's
paying
claiming
to
the
be
money
here.
was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
Okay, best students become prime candidates. Prime candidates get a good job. Students are just someone from judge of money. Okay, what part was the other one under again? It was under the auto hypnosis, wasn't it? Students pay for the course per session. Gave Kate the money to test her, and then didn't you say there was no alternative motive? No, okay. Where were we? Students pay for the course per session. Gave Kate the money to test Sasha, so. Ah, you're right. Students aren't tested. I got it, Ryan.
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because...
Oh.
Because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate?
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference. If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand.
Oh, God.
We had nothing to do with it.
I think you do.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Let's go and speak to the chief, I think. It's the final hour. Is he gonna pick up? He's not. Okay. What do we do then? Wonder what Paul thinks about prime candidates. There are things we haven't asked Simon, Emma, Rebecca, and Paul about. Then Rebecca and Paul. We'll start with Rebecca, and then we'll start and work our way this way around. Let's go to Eden Lodge. Not for Emma. Yeah, sorry Emma. I know it's midnight, but I'm here now. Atlas prime candidate.
Do you know what a prime candidate is at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
Fair.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No.
Interesting.
No, she never talked about Atlas.
I can
Be
see
back
why.
later on, if that's okay.
I just want to be like, I'm sorry, but it's midnight. You can come back tomorrow.
How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Is that... was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered.
Sure.
I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Very interesting. We still haven't worked out what happened with her driving license either, which is interesting. Let's hop into the pub and speak to Rebecca about the stuff we found out now.
A few more questions, please.
Okay.
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But?
Mostly they are up to it.
Okay.
And what happens then?
They get sacked.
Interesting.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
Okay. Very interesting.
That's it.
Alright, I'm gonna go and ask
Thank you.
Paul about this, but I'm gonna like do it and then sort of park myself there and go to the bathroom real quick. Because I don't want to be sat here like finishing off this game kind of needing the toilet.
Things, please.
So I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Alright then. Let's finish this game, shall we? Okay, let's ask him about prime candidate.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Interesting. Okay, what about Kate's prime candidate?
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him, miss.
Interesting. Okay, we get Kate being tested for prime candidate. Leaders don't get involved in testing student. Proxy! I went for a nap and now I'm staying awake for a bit longer. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I literally just was clicking buttons. Okay, leaders don't get involved in, doesn't use pressure testing students encouraged not to hurt each other. Prime candidates, the rest good. Let's see the kickback payment. This facility used in the course. Okay. Also, Atlas hypnosis. Used on the course. Not possible to force someone to be hypnotized. Suspected Kate of trying to play him. Didn't try to date Kate. Kate flirted with Paul. I don't have some. Door burning so many. Okay. What am I missing here? Prime candidates are the best students. They're given a well-paid job and they get Atlas gets a kickback payment. Kate was being tested for prime candidate. Leaders don't get involved in testing students. What about that? And then something to do with the whole thing I was just reading about with the don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, we've spoken to everyone about it. I feel like there's something here. Let's go and
Thank you.
let's actually just
Probably be
leave,
back
I guess,
later.
and see what the hint is. Or tip, sorry. It's called a tip. Wonder what Paul thinks. We've spoken to Paul about prime candidates. Let's call the chief for an update, I guess. Well, I know what we just did. Speak to Paul about prime candidates. Or am I going mad?
Hello, Jenks. Yes, I'm still up. Thanks for asking.
Chief Ryan admitted that he asked Simon to test Kate to see if she was good enough to be prime candidate, but he's throwing it all back on Simon. Says it was up to Simon about how he went about testing her.
Very convenient. What does Paul say?
He pretty much backs Ryan up. He claims they don't do any threshold testing.
Well, that's a load of horse droppings. He knows you're onto him, Jenks, which means you're getting somewhere at last. It's only taken you till midnight, but well done nonetheless. Listen, call me back. I'm watching an old movie, but Christopher Lee's only just turned up, so I'll be here for another hour or so, yeah?
Okay, Chief. I'll call again.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, what now? Wonder what Paul thinks about prime candidates. We've asked him about prime candidates, have we not? Am I going mad? Have we not asked him
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
about prime candidates? I feel like Paul is hiding something. He claims they don't do threshold justice. Yeah. Prime candidates the best students. Prime candidates go over in a job. Don't use threshold testing. Prime candidates are the best students. I guess not. Yeah, I think threshold testing is one. But I don't know what the other one is. Something to do with the mirror room? No real lights in the combination. Nah, I don't think there's anything there. What about, hang on, what about... I don't think so, and I'll check. Oh.
You say you don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
Oh.
She was worth 50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What big business needs.
I'm worried now he's telling us his
There's
secret.
none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition. No ethics. Push. Greed is good. All right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
Oh.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You're going to have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
So it's midnight. Like...
I'll see myself out.
Well, wouldn't you write to tell him to fuck off and get this point?
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
Oh.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him.
He's a policeman. We can't just...
You sort this, Ryan. You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I get the sense we might not want to go back in
That
there.
doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
I'm guessing, well, he's just said we can't call the chief now. Yeah, he's not going to pick up. Damn it, Chief, you're no help. Oh. Take a final trip to the woods. Alright, then. Anything up here? No. Anything up here? Oh. No! No! For goodness sake. I'm so good at getting myself lost. Into the woods. Onto the jetty? Nothing. Over this way. No! Other way. This way. Oh my god. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at navigating the woods. This way. Into the clearing. Oh. What the fuck is going on?
You're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous police inspector.
What is this? What the hell? Scotland Yard. Not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do
What the fuck is going on?
and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle!
Kyle.
Drop it!
Drop it.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's very cozy.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Eyewitness account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon,
Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting. Now, Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that
Simon killed her? Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
any more likely than you, Ryan?
Who's that woman? Is there someone with that or just a random woman?
I know. Police brutality.
Sam! Sam!
You okay?
Bye then. You're welcome.
You save someone from being sacrificed, and that's the thanks you get. If that wasn't an occult ceremony, I don't know what is. The Rands have been lying all along. But what's Simon going to say about Ryan's accusation?
I guess we go see Simon then. Is it
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Let's have a look.
Did Simon mention walking home with anyone after the meeting last Friday?
No, he just came home. Why?
He didn't mention walking home with Kate?
No, definitely not.
Interesting.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Let's speak to Simon about this.
What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running. It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon, calm down.
No, I can prove it. Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's driving license, please.
Ow.
See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something. See this pattern? Now look at that. It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
So?
So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan. He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once. Why has Kate's driving license got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
I have no idea, Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong. Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere. It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, all right? Kate gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
I'm afraid I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas works.
But Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
But I didn't kill her! Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And what if yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
Oh. Right, Simon, Ethan, where are you going?
Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
The patented sticky tape. I think Sean asked Emma, James, and Rebecca about it. Okay. It's not for Emma.
couple more questions, if that's okay. Have you seen this anywhere before?
I've
We're
seen
getting
it somewhere, but can't
The
remember.
juicy stuff.
Sorry, no.
Interesting.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Who were the other people we had to ask? James and Rebecca. We'll do James first and then we'll go to Rebecca afterwards. I think we're nearly there, guys. I think we've nearly cracked
Questions,
this.
please. Thank you. Ever seen tape like this anywhere before?
No.
Okay.
That's it for now. Thank you.
Good to know. Let's go to the pub then and see Rebecca. Very pleased to see it's even still open. Ding the bell.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay, what have we got? We got the patented sticky tape.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
Now
Thank
what?
you. Probably be back later.
If you call the chief for an update, there was a free thing you haven't asked James about yet. Oh. Alright, let's go and ask James about those things and then we'll call the chief. We're really getting somewhere now, I feel like. Yeah, I'm suspect of her, honestly.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
That's what
Do
Ryan's
you know
accusation.
how well Simon knew Kate?
Not really?
Did you ever see them together?
No, why? Do you think he killed her?
I've no idea. Do
Trying
you
to work
think
out.
he'd be capable of that?
Do you think we're all capable of it?
No, I don't.
Sure. So you'd never been in your police car responding to an incident, driven past a school at high speed?
Don't know. Maybe.
Well, you've answered your own question then. When you've got a need and things get in your way, it's human nature to either ignore them or get rid of them. Any way you can. That's all
Interesting.
murder is, isn't it?
Maybe you're right.
Okay. What's the other stuff we need to ask him about? He said there were 3 things we need to ask him about, but I'm not seeing any of the other stuff.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, now she's telling me to call the chief for an update. Okay. I guess there wasn't 3 things we needed to talk to him about? Alright, chief. We've got another update and it's a juicy one.
Just as it gets to the good bit, great. Go on, Jenks.
So, where to start? Paul admitted that they do use threshold testing. Apparently they get a wedge of cash from various companies in exchange for each prime candidate they produce.
Interesting.
Also, I met Ryan and some of his friends in the woods in the middle of some sort of occult ceremony. I have no idea what they were doing, but it did not look good. But Ryan insisted that Simon walked Kate home after the meeting last Friday. He's claiming Simon killed her.
And what does Simon say?
He doesn't agree, not surprisingly.
I was
He
gonna
says
say.
it was Ryan, because there's something to do with a piece of tape stuck to Kate's driving license, which Simon claims belonged to Ryan. Claims it was Ryan who was testing Kate by sticking the driving license to a tree in the woods in the dark and telling Kate to get it, knowing she'd fall in. And no, before you ask, it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Right, so basically Simon says Ryan was testing her and Ryan says Simon was testing her. Well, either one of them is lying or neither of them are. And nobody was testing anybody.
I suppose that's always a possibility.
Wouldn't surprise me, Jenks. Well, I don't know. I can't help you. But you're as close as you're going to get. Just check everything that everyone's said. Go through everyone's statements. The answer's in there somewhere. Call me back when there's some good news, eh? Preferably a confession.
Well, if I can get one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chief.
Good night.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's something in Rebecca's stuff. Let's go and speak to Rebecca again.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Ryan had some patented tape. Last saw the tape approximately a month ago. Okay. Go through the list. One the last car photos, maybe? Men's guitar collection. I don't know. I don't know. Hang on a minute.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Hang on a minute. Ah, damn it, we can't see it. We can't actually look at it, but yeah. This is it here. I think that might be it.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Taped over the window. And last saw the tape approximately 2 months ago. Good night,
You
Stephen.
last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago, was that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside? That's the same tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape that was found attached to Kate's driving license, found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course, you.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca.
You
Is
do.
there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca.
Well, so who said it was
Unless
murder?
there's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What'll come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca! Would you like to explain to me exactly what is going on?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
Oh.
I think
She
you
knew.
had better tell me what you know, Rebecca.
Okay. You want to know what I know? Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money, our money.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, said someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to a lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it. I didn't do anything. She just fell in.
But you let her drown.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try, Rebecca?
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped. Well, she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
Oh.
You killed her, Rebecca.
She slept with my husband.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
You got the wrong girl.
Damn.
Emma. It was Emma.
Yes.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder of Kate Vine. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you.
Oops. Oopsie.
Yes.
So, it appears that Kate Vine's death...
Yeah, she's not blonde. She's brunette. You're guess right.
But there are some loose threads here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted? And what really happened to Liam last year? It seems I've only scratched the surface of Atlas and the Rand business empire. Trying to find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places, politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark after all. I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
You're gonna have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon.
Oh.
Thank you for your interest.
Oh, damn. We beat the game! Oh, that was really good. I really, really like that game. I hope they do as well. I don't think they will because they did at Dead of Night. Tim did at Dead of Night, and now he's making a Dead of Night sequel, which Proxy will tell you about. But maybe after that we can maybe see a sequel to this game. But it's been like 10 years, and by the time that Dead of Night 2 comes out, we're probably looking at like, you know, it's gonna be a while yet. Yeah, not soon. These games take ages to make. Tim works very hard on these games. That was, Oh, he has? Paul's passed? Oh, that's sad. Rest in peace. He's a brilliant, brilliant actor. Aww.